Okay, for those of you who don't mind having a string height of 1.5 millimeters or 55 thousandths, this could be um, for you. And, I say that because I purchased this. I got this bridge, roll-on bridge with rollers, and it didn't come with the proper hardware to fit the Harley Benton guitar. The Harley Benton guitar comes with really big screws here. Well, I'll take it apart so you guys can see. But anyway, if that height is okay with you guys, because I cannot lower the string height anymore. You'll see why in a moment. It sounds absolutely marvelous. No buzzing whatsoever anywhere in any fret, and the sustain is marvelous. Is really good. I'm very happy with it, really. The only curiosity I have is how much more could I lower it, to make it easier to play. It's not, excessively high, the strings, but I know I can. I've had them lower in the past, and that's why I bought another bridge to see how much lower I can get them. Let's see, what else was I going to tell you? Oh, that this height is what they recommend anyway. In fact, I think it even says in here somewhere. Yeah, 1.5 to 2 millimeters. In fact, according to this, I don't know if you can see it. According to that, let's see. It does say something about 1.5 to 2 millimeters. And the first string, the high E, is 1 millimeter to 1.5. Let's see what the first string says. 1 millimeter to 1.5. Oh, that's there too. 1.5. 1.25. 1.25. So it's actually 1. Wait a minute, it's 1. 1 millimeter. Now wait a minute, this is at the 12th fret. Doggone it. Okay, wait a minute here. At the 12th fret. 1 millimeter. So it's actually at the low end of what they say, and this is 1. Gosh, this is even lower than 1.5 here. It says 1 here too. See if I can get the proper light here. It's so hard. At the 12th string, oh no, okay, it's 1.25. So it's actually less than 1.5. It's actually, oh, that was great. Light right in the way. Okay, wait a minute. As you can see, it's talking millimeters. Okay, right there. See, it's 1.25. No, there's a little light there. 1.5 is totally hidden. 1, I can see a little bit of light. So actually, it's 1.25, 1.25, and it says supposed to be. See if I can get the line not shining. It's 6th string is 1.5 to 2 millimeters. Gosh, and the E string is also perfectly within tolerance there. It's actually 1, yeah. So, yeah, so this setting is according to this gauge, is right on. I think it's a little bit high, but it sounds great. I imagine if you're a really hard strummer, if you really hit it hard, you know, but it doesn't even vibrate. That's why this setting, maybe for those people, you know. But I'm gonna see how much lower I can get it with the new bridge. Anyway, this is a video to show you what I did in case you guys buy a bridge that doesn't have the hardware that fits your guitar. What you can do, okay? Later I'll explain also these ugly looking screws I had to put in, which don't have to be that. You can get your own, you know, set screws or cut these down, because the set screws that this bridge came, oh, it cost like 10 euros, yeah, or not even that, yeah, 10 euros it cost. So it's from China, and it came with really bad set screws. They wouldn't match the Allen wrench. They were like way too big, so the Allen wrench would skip on them. Anyway, so that's why I had put these in there, just some screws, you know, to push it in place. The intonation is perfect. So let me take it apart so you can see, okay? Okay, see if I can edit this later. Okay, the strings off. This goes on a little tight. I had to, let's see, I had to put this on a drill and shave 10 thousandths off because of the distance. It's a little different, but you know, fits really snug. Now what I see is that, let's see if I can take this off. Oh, I think I'm going to have a problem here. Yep, that's what I thought. Okay. I want to show you exactly what I did to make these posts fit. Let's see here. Yeah, okay. No problem. What I did is let's see how I can get those out. That should be a problem. Bend these a little bit here. I know you guys are wondering, what the hell is he doing? But let's see if I can get him out. Okay, got one out. Got the other one out. Good. Okay, originally what I had to do was, because these were way too small, as you can see, compared to what came with the Harley Benton guitar. Now, I didn't want to pull these out, and you know, and besides, even if I did, this is way too small. It wouldn't have fit. So what I did was I just got some heat shrink tubing and put it over, and it fits perfect. Look at that. Fits perfectly. Cut it, heat it up a little bit so it sticks. Obviously it didn't stick on enough to take it off, but you're not going to pull these off all the time. So what happened was I got a super snug fit. I had to actually screw them in. That's why these heat shrink tubing stuck in there, because you can actually see the thread marks on them, because they screwed in, so they were really snug. But the problem is I couldn't lower it anymore, because, you know, with this piece and everything, you can't lower it anymore. So let's see if now I have more options of adjustment with these new ones I bought. These were also, they come with the Allen wrenches too. Okay, these were also 10 bucks, or 10 euros, and these do come with the thicker posts, as you can see. The only thing, it's gold, so it's not even gonna match. And let's see if they fit. Oh, good. They fit. These do fit. Great. Yeah, these do fit. Now I'm wondering if this is also a roller bridge. You know, it's a little different. Let's see if I can. The rollers are a little different. Actually, they look the same now that I look at it. It's only because they're dark. This might even be the exact same bridge. Okay, these are reversed. I imagine they screwed them in the wrong side. But yeah, it looks like the same bridge. It's only in gold. They're very inexpensive bridges, but in my experience with the first one I put, it's excellent noise. I mean, the sustain was really good and no buzzing. But like again, I wanted to adjust, and now what I wanted to see is if I actually have more adjustment. Oh yeah, look at that. This one sits way lower than this one. I don't know if you can see that, but this one sits really low. Yeah, compared to this one, which is the one I had in. So I should be able to get way more adjustment with these new ones I got. So I'm going to go ahead and put it all together and see what the outcome is. So I can show you guys. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and stop the video, and then I'll show you, see what kind of adjustment I can get and the sound. I'm also going to take this down to the garage and oil the rollers. I don't know if I want gold with what the hell. And I'm going to oil the rollers, so some of them are a little stiff. We'll see. I'll give you an update on that. I'm going to go ahead and oil them and work them in, and be back shortly. This is the new ones. Also have to be worn down a bit, because the distance between posts is actually a little less than the Harley Benton. Maybe I should measure it first, huh? Let's see, this is in thousands, yeah. We have 156. 155. Yeah, actually I took a little bit off already. So 156, 146. Let's do that. 146. Okay. This is probably going to take me a while, so I think I better sign out for a while. But anyway, that's how I turn down the posts. Okay, finally got the roller bridge installed, and let me tell you, it's pretty nice. It's the same as the other one I did. The other one was in chrome, and I had to rinky-dink the posts because they were really thin. It wouldn't fit. But this kit came with the posts, in the first part of the video, you probably saw them. They screwed right in, put it in. Now, but before I put it in, I checked the rollers, took it all apart, and they didn't really quite roll well. Some was because of, let me get something to point with here. Some of them were because it needed oil, you know, and when I took it apart, I could put the saddle part without the big screw that locks it down, and the saddle part into like a little vise, and I threaded some little bit of thread line, we'll call it, you know, a little thicker than thread, underneath the roller, went up, and then started pulling it back and forth like this with one, you know, turn around the roller so it catches. And as I went back and forth, I saw that it was starting to loosen up. You know, in fact, the oil started coming out a little rusty color, some of the little rust inside. You know, so that got rid of the problem. On other rollers, it was actually rubbing on the side because it had some burrs. So I took a file, and the canal where the roller sits in, you know, you just have to hit it with a file, and that was another issue also, you know, the little burrs. So these things are very inexpensive, but you know, it's impossible for them to really at that price, you know, go through each one and make everything roll right and deburr it properly. You know, it's amazing the price, you know, these things are sold at. So it's expected that you have to do something. Like the posts, when I dropped this in, the posts were a little too tight, so I had to get and put them in a drill bit like I showed you guys, and take off a few thousand. Actually, I ended up taking like I think 15,000, 7.5 per side, and that allowed me to fit it in because these Thomann guitars, the holes are a little bit you know, closer than what these pickup the bridges come. So, but that's nothing, you know. You just have to take off a little bit of material on the posts, and then they go in snug, and then that's it. As far as the tone, it's unreal. It's sustain is incredible because now, you know, it sits perfect on the threaded part that press fits into the guitar. Before I had that heat shrink tubing, you know, and it raised it up. I was able to lower the strings a little bit more, and it sounds incredible. So yeah, they're very inexpensive, these bridges from China, but you know, you gotta work them. You gotta work a little bit, you know, if you know a little bit about, you know, with a file and what have you, you know, a little bit of oil, and you just work it in. That's it. In a couple of weeks, I'm getting another bridge, a 2-nomadic bridge, which cost me like this cost me like $10 or $11, while the other one cost like $25. So I'll see what the difference is, you know, see if there's any difference, less work, less fitting, as to say, you know, if it involves less fitting, if it's just like buy and put it in and it works, or I have to do some other things to it. Anyway, so I'm really happy for the price, and besides, you know, I was bored, so all the little work I did to it was, you know, it was fun. It's like a little hobby, get it to work, and now it works perfect. Also, another thing, you know, I used to put like graphite into the nut, you know, and it was kind of a mess. And then I thought, well, oil, and then oil was pretty messy too. And then I remember I used to put like on my starting cord for my outboard motor, I used to, you know, take Vaseline and rub the cord with Vaseline so it prevents it from, you know, the elements from deteriorating and stuff, and it was very slippery. And I thought, well, I'll put a little bit of Vaseline in there, and just a tad, just a bit of Vaseline in there, and the string, rides in that groove really nice now. If it's stuck before, it doesn't stick now, but it's another little thing you could do. Put a little bit of Vaseline. I put some Vaseline on here too, on the roller, but it doesn't really need it because it's already full of oil in the, inside the roller. Took a toothpick and wiggled it around, and the oil got really, inside, drops of oil. So I know the inside and axle, so to speak, is full of oil. Anyway, hope that helps somebody out. Goodbye.